Now the impact of industrial revolution on different aspects of life, right? Let's see what were the impacts of industrial revolution. First is mass production give rise to surplus. अब ये जब जैसे इंडस्ट्रीज डेवलप हुई तो you remember the number of machines which were doing the work of 8 people in a day, right? तो दिस इंक्रीज्ड द प्रोडक्शन, तो प्रोडक्शन इंक्रीज हो गई, सरप्लस बनना शुरू हो गया, और इतनी ज़्यादा प्रोडक्शन होनी शुरू की थी, इट वोंट बी पॉसिबल टू यूटिलाइज और टू यूज़ दैट दोज थिंग्स और टू दैट प्रोडक्शन इन वंस ओन कंट्री। इतनी ज़्यादा हो गई कि लोग अपनी कंट्री में उसका इस्तेमाल नहीं कर पा रहे थे, तो इट बिकेम सरप्लस. Now they started looking forward to have some marketplaces, and these marketplaces they got in the form of the colonies. तो जहाँ पे colonies बनी, they became a marketplace to dump their surplus, right? Second, development of big towns and economic centers. So where these industries were developed, people started moving towards those cities, those countries or those states, and those cities became took the shape of big towns, and they became a center place for the economic development and also the cultural development. See, ये यहाँ पे वो लोग आने शुरू हो गए थे, जैसे सर्फ डोम से जो लोग फ्री हुए, दे पीपल केम देयर. जो लोग एनक्लोजर मूवमेंट से आज़ाद हुए, दे केम देयर विद द हेल्प ऑफ एनक्लोजर मूवमेंट, दे पीपल केम देयर. So those big towns and big cities were developed, and they became a multicultured cities, right? The third thing is the need to improve the transportation brought pakka roads. ये बड़ा interesting है कि भाई when they started looking forward to transport their things from one place to another, they were looking forward to build proper roads. मतलब पहले कच्ची थी, they started building proper roads. एक मैकडम करके एक व्यक्ति रहे that gave idea to build पक्का roads जहाँ पे easily लोग transfer हो सके from one place to another place, right? Fourth thing, it brought countries and people together. It gave a chance for the people and the countries together, because when they increased the mass production, they started looking towards looking forward to have different marketplaces. Marketplaces ढूंढनी है तो definitely they must establish contacts with other countries. दूसरे देशों में जाएंगे तो definitely they will having a contact with the different people also. So it give a chance for different countries to get or to come close together, and the people also. The next is it gave rise to capitalism, right? ये एक negative aspect भी रहा, because it give a chance for the exploitation also. Capitalism क्या है? जहाँ पे एक व्यक्ति के पास मौका रहा to invest his money. If a person, in order to start a business, if a person at the initial stage put its money or invest its money, that person became capitalist. जो मनी लगाई जाती है इनिशियल स्टेज के ऊपर बिजनेस में, उसे कैपिटल कहते हैं, और जो व्यक्ति लगाने वाला होता है उसे कैपिटलिस्ट कहते हैं, राइट? तो कैपिटलिज्म क्या हो गया? ये एक इकोनॉमिक सिस्टम आ गया पूरे समाज में, जहाँ पे जो कैपिटलिस्ट होते थे, द होल सोसाइटी वाज डिवाइडेड इनटू वर्कर्स एंड द कैपिटलिस्ट. वो लोग जो काम करने वाले थे, वो लोग जो पैसा लगाने वाले थे, उनमें एक ना वो एक दो हिस्सों में बट गया समाज. द सोसाइटी वाज डिवाइडेड इनटू टू पार्ट्स अंडर कैपिटलिज्म. तो इसका नुकसान क्या है? व्हाट आर द लॉसेस और ड्रॉबैक्स ऑफ इट, सॉरी लिमिटेशंस क्या हैं? यहाँ पे जो कैपिटलिस्ट होते थे, दे यूज्ड टू earn huge amount of profit from the production, but they hardly divide that profit amongst the people who were working for them. So this gave a rise to a rift between workers and the rich people. The whole society was divided into workers and rich class, अमीर लोग और वो जो workers काम करते थे, because they were getting only wages. That is according to the capitalists, right? And sixth one, the exploitation of the workers. It gave a chance for the capitalists to exploit the workers. Exploit यही था कि they were not sharing their profit with them. अब profit share नहीं कर रहे थे, and they were utilizing their services. कितने भी घंटे वो काम करवाते थे. नाउ अ मोमेंट बिगैन ओवर देयर, चार्टिस्ट मूवमेंट. चार्टिस्ट मूवमेंट क्या है? इन ऑर्डर टू प्रोटेक्ट द राइट्स ऑफ द वर्कर्स, दिस चार्टिस्ट मूवमेंट वॉज स्टार्टेड. अब चार्टिस्ट मूवमेंट में उन्होंने डिमांड क्या की कि हमें वोट डालने का अधिकार दिया जाए. दे आस्क टू हैव द राइट टू वोट. अब एक चीज़ याद रखना कि जब वोटिंग सिस्टम शुरू हुआ तो ओनली द टैक्स पेयर्स वर गिवन अ चांस टू कास्ट देयर वोट्स. जो टैक्स पे करते थे सिर्फ वही लोग अपनी वोट डाल सकते थे, नो वन एल्स, राइट. तो नो वन एल्स वाज हैविंग एनी राइट. लेकिन यहाँ पे जब एक्सप्लॉयटेशन शुरू हुई वर्कर्स की, तो दे स्टार्टेड डिमांडिंग with the purpose to protect their rights, they started demanding the right to vote. Seventh one is let us alone or laissez-faire, and this is very interesting. Let me read it from your book. During the early decades of the Industrial Revolution, a new theory called laissez-faire or let us alone gained momentum. As per this theory, the state should not interfere in the economic affairs of the country. So whatever the whole country is doing for the purpose of economic development, none of the state will be having any right to interfere in it. अब वो अपनी तरफ से कोई स्टेट इंटरफेयर नहीं कर सकती, राइट. दिस इज़ नॉट नाउ अडेज, दिस थिंग इज़ नॉट एप्लीकेबल नाउ अडेज. अब क्या है कि हर स्टेट के पास कुछ अधिकार रहते हैं. दे आर हैविंग देयर राइट टू स्पीक अबाउट द इकोनॉमिक issues also. Later on, this doctrine began to be opposed in later decades. All the countries came to accept the idea that the state has legitimate right. बाद में जाकर कुछ दशकों के बाद, यानी कि कुछ several years or 10 years or more than 10 years after this momentum came into existence, right? They started saying that the state has legitimate right to regulate the economy. The last one is the rise of socialism and communism. This capitalism is an economic system, and this gave rise to socialism and communism. Socialism और communism में क्या रहता है कि सिस्टम है गवर्नमेंट चलाने का. यहाँ पे who will control the economy of the state? If the state government will control the economy, then it will be called communism. लेकिन अगर इस चीज़ें इसके उलट हों, every single person has a chance to develop himself, to grow, then it will be called socialism, right? These are the impacts of industrial revolution which came into existence after the industrial revolution. Thank you.